What's up, y'all? I'm still out here on the range, as you can see back behind me, on what's been a hot sunny day out here. Temps up in the high 80s. I've gotten a couple tests done, and I'm gonna go ahead and get one more done since I'm already out here, because next week's supposed to be in the high 90s, so it's really gonna heat up after this week. It's been kind of a mixed bag as far as results out here from the testing, so hopefully this one right here will fall into the good column. We've got us some more 38 special. So I got the jelly contraption hanging in for one more test with a couple of chronos and 2 blocks of gel. Now things have gotten a little bit messy, especially in this far block down here. This front one's not too bad. The only thing that might give me a little trouble is that little straggler right there. We had some nonsense going on with one of the tests, but I think I'll be okay as long as this ammo does what it's supposed to. Now, of course, I've got my heavy clothing barrier up front, as you can see, with the layer of denim, fleece, and 2 layers of cotton t-shirt. And for this one here, we've got yet again some more of this new Fiocchi Covert X. This time it's in 38 special plus P. So this one's a 125 grain projectile. They're saying 1100 feet per second. Here's a look at your cartridge. Nice nickel plated case with that proprietary projectile. Once again, they've got all the marketing bragging on the back about optimized for short barrels, new standard basically in defense, internal serrations. They're really proud of this stuff. It's been a mixed bag so far as performance. The 9 did really well, 38 not well at all through short barrels, and same with the 45 ACP, not well at all through the short barrel. But hopefully, since this is very similar to the 9mm, you've got just a little bit heavier weight, 125 versus 124, and a little bit slower velocity. I'm pretty sure that 9 was a little bit faster. I've got a couple of different barrel lengths out here to test them in as always. For the shorty, we've got the 2-inch Taurus 856, and then for the longer one, I've got my 4-inch Ruger GP100 357 mag. So hopefully this is going to be a good one to end out this hot day of testing, and another good one for the Fiocchi Covert X. Let's get it all set up and see what it can do. All right, let's see what we can get out of these detective specials. I'm gonna do a 5-round average from each, starting with the little 2-inch 856 first. Now you're gonna see multiple readings from this lab radar. Your large numbers right here at the muzzle, and then you've got 5 across the bottom. The first one there is set for 3 yards, which is roughly where the gel is here at 10 feet. And then the others are set for 10, 15, 25, and 50 yards. Now remember, this is saying 1100. Once again, no test barrel length listed, so I'm assuming it's longer than this, but hopefully we get pretty close anyway. $1,027, definitely close and beyond. 1,007, 1,017, another 1,017, and 1,026. So very happy to see those velocities from a little 2-inch revolver. Let's check out the average. All right, y'all, I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking the box said 1,000 for some reason. It said 1,100, so we actually didn't hit the 1,100. I didn't expect it. We had a 5-round average of 1,019. We did have a high of 1,027, so really good consistency. Extreme spread was 20 with an 8.1 standard deviation. So again, it's going to come down to how good is this projectile. I'm pretty sure, well, I won't say that. I can't really remember out of my MC9 with the 9mm how fast it was. So this is kind of equal. This is only a 2-inch barrel, but once you add the cylinder gap back and the cylinder itself and the way they're measured versus semis, it's a kind of an equal barrel length. But anyway, we'll find out what they do soon enough. Let's get this reset and see what the GP100 does. All right, let's see what doubling the barrel length does. This should have absolutely zero problem hitting 1,100. So light through this. 1123, 1126, 1127, 1148, and 1129. So that stuff was incredibly consistent, all but that one round. Let's check out the average. All right, so that definitely bumped us up over the 1100. We had a 5-round average of 1130, extreme spread of 26 with a 10.2 standard deviation. And without that high of 1148, I think all the rest of them were within like 5 extreme spreads. So very consistent stuff here. But 1130 here, and if you remember, I had the shorter barrel, it was 1,019. So you talking about 111 feet per second faster by doubling the barrel. I guess that does make sense just based on the weight of this projectile and doubling the barrel. All that being said, I think we're gonna get some good performance on this GP100. I am a little bit worried on that short barrel just based on what I remember from the 9. Again, I can't remember what kind of velocity that MC9 had, but I do think it was a little bit faster. But hopefully this stuff will do what it needs to do. Let's get it all set up. Y'all know what time it is. All right, y'all, it's Mulder and Scully jelly time. We'll put one from each barrel length into the gel, starting with this little shorty first. This one right here is definitely gonna tell the tale. Let's see what we get. All right, I think that was pretty good. Let me go see what I got. All right, that's some absolutely perfect performance right there from that short barrel. So I think odds are good that we're gonna see some good stuff from this one right here too. All right, I think I went real close. I think I went very close to that other one. Let me go check this out. Yep, that was a total blunder right there. I pretty much covered up my other track now, but that's all right. Y'all got the view of it from before, so let me move this thing on up. I got a different point of aim with this one than I'm used to with that other one. All right, that should have been good. Hopefully it stayed in. I saw a little bit of a bubble. Let's go check it out. All right, let's check these things out down here, y'all. Very nice performance from both of these rounds. The only bad performance was my goofball move, putting this first one through the GP100 in the same place as the other one. I'm pretty sure I was actually aiming for the same place down there. I just got totally mixed up, but we got it fixed up. Now, that is kind of blocking that other one, but once I bring you in close, you'll be able to see all of this disruption is from that first round from the 856. So that one from the GP100 kind of stayed like a straight line just because it was so close there. But anyway, let's look at both of them right quick. So starting with this 856 down here, very nice. Both of these look nearly identical. All three of them actually perform pretty much the same. You can see here, very nice disruption all the way out to here. So nice energy transfer all the way through this block. It keeps on going into the second block, probably 2 inches or so, I would say. And you got some really nice expansion from that round. And then of course, next was the first one from the GP100. It went right beside it. I mean, right above it. It couldn't have been no closer without going in the same hole. You can see here, it's in front of that one. It keeps on trucking, starts swerving a little bit, goes exactly the same distance, and then pops out the side here. And then finally up top here, once I got some sense about me and put it in the right place, this is the second one from the GP100. Very nice performance right here. Incredibly nice energy transfer all the way through this block, all the way through the first block into the second block. This one goes probably an inch, and you got some really nice expansion from this one. So as far as the penetration on them, the one down there at the bottom from the 856 is exactly 18 inches, so perfect right there on that one. And then your GP100, it's at exactly 17 inches. So both of these rounds through both barrel lengths, nearly identical performance, and both of them very nice. All right, let's check out these projectiles, y'all. Once again, very nice from both of these barrel lengths. This one right here is the 856 2-inch. This is the GP100 4-inch. There is a difference, there's no doubt about it. This one's a little bit bigger, probably hard to see on camera. That being said, as y'all can see, both of these did a very nice job. So let's get these numbers on them and see what we got. I don't think they lost anything from what I can tell. They started at 125 and this one's at 125.4. So absolutely nothing lost right there. This one from the 856 is at 125.6. So absolutely nothing lost from either one of those. And then for your size here, there is going to be a tiny little difference. We'll start with this 856. You got 520 and 511. So really nice even expansion there. And then from the GP100, you got 562 and 550. So definitely a little bigger, a few thousandths, but nothing that's really going to make any kind of difference as far as performance. Both of these things did a fantastic job. So there you go, y'all. A really nice 38 Special Plus P test to end the day out with. The Fiocchi Covert X 125 grain. Definitely glad to see some more good performance from these Covert X rounds. It's been a mixed bag. For the most part, they've been pretty good. Basically, so far, the ones that haven't done well are the ones that I figured would have trouble. The 380 short barrel and the 45 ACP short barrel have been really the only ones that have not performed up to par. I think the only ones I have left to test are the 357 mags, and it's pretty much a safe bet that looking at this performance from the 38 Plus P, we are definitely going to see some good performance from that 357 mag. But as far as these 38 special rounds, I think they did a fine job, and if you can get them for a low enough cost, I think they're worth picking up. All right, y'all, I think that about does it for this day of testing. Very nice 38 special performance to end it out with. Really glad to see this right here. I figured it would do well just because it is so close in weight and velocity and everything to the 9mm. But then again, y'all know 38 special can also be one of those problem child calibers, like I call them, in short barrels. So really glad to see the performance right here. And again, I think it's a perfectly acceptable round as long as you can get it for a decent price. But let me know what y'all think about it down in the comments. Any of y'all out there already picked up some of this Covert X and 38 special or some other caliber, maybe the 357 mag that I haven't tested yet? What do you think about the performance from it out here today? Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are. Like I always remind you, if you're doing any kind of shopping, check out those affiliate links I've got in the video description. Lots of really good stuff down there, and anything you pick up helps the channel, so I really appreciate that. Once again, a big thanks to all my Range Gang members and every single one of y'all for supporting the channel. I've got plenty more really good stuff on the way, so stay on the lookout for that. And in the meantime, stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see you soon.